Hello, we're going to look at dropping stitches this morning. Not something that you really want to be doing on a regular basis, but just in case it happened. So here am I knitting along, ta-ti-ta-ti-ta, happy chappy. Again, I'm knitting on big needles with finer yarn, not really how you'd normally knit it, but it makes the stitches easier for you to see. And then what happens? Oh, whoopsie, that one fell off. And look, we're letting it run down. Now, it's useful to notice that actually it doesn't run that quickly. I had to slightly pull that apart to drop that stitch. But as soon as you notice that you've dropped a stitch, first thing to do is secure it, which is why I always like to carry little safety pin things like these. They're very, very cheap little stitch holders. You can use them for all number of things. A safety pin would do the job as well. And you just put that in there and go, whew. Okay, now we can have a breather. Let's get a cup of tea, have a little chat, worry about what you're going to do, but your stitch is nice and safe.
Can you pick that up and show it to us a bit clearer?
Yes, I can. Okay? There you go, look.
There we go. Stitch is caught.
Stitch is caught in that little safety pin. That's not going anywhere, so nothing terrible is going to happen at this stage. But what we need to do now is knit that back in to this piece of knitting. So again, this is quite loose, which is useful because it's going to help you see what's going on. So I'm going to slide my stitches down the needles just in order to make sure that nothing else falls off. And I'm going to take my stitch off, and then I'm going to put my crochet hook in, and so now I've got it anchored on my crochet hook. Now what I'm going to look for is I'm pulling it down and I'm looking to see these bars going across. This is very loose knitting, so your bars may not be as clear as this, but I'm doing this so that you can see what it is that you're looking for, but you're looking for the bars. So I've got 4 bars here. That means there's 4 rows of knitting that I need to pick up. And always pick up on the knit side of your work, or in a column where you've got a knit stitch. So maybe all the stitches around are purl or garter, but you want to ideally be picking up knit stitches. Picking up garter is a slightly different technique, and that we'll do another day on another video. But here we are picking up our knit stitches. So we put our crochet hook through, try not to twist the stitch. Can you see that's coming up cleanly through, and the crochet hook's going straight through, and then I'm going to pick up the first bar. So you want to do these in order, picking up that first bar, and then we'll pull that through, and there you've picked up 1 stitch. We then pick up the next bar and we pull it through, and there's your second stitch, and then don't let these get crossed over. There we go, the 3rd bar. Whoops. Now you can see this is cotton, it's split very slightly. I'm going to try not to leave any little bits of thread around. And there we go, picking up that stitch through there, and here is the last one, picking it up. So there, picked up a bit too far. There we go. Where's that bit done? Oh, that's on the other bit. Okay, let's drop that down. It's a little bit cotton splits. It's the ply comes out. There we go, that's a bit cleaner. There you go, wonderful. And look at that, look, you can't tell the difference.
Nobody would ever know.
So what we do is we bring that up, we put it back onto the needle, and I try and get it the right way round. With a knit stitch, when it's on the needle, then the side facing you, whoops, so if you look there, here is the stitch flat on, and it's always the that's the right, isn't it? The right hand. I can't tell left from right. Just ignore me on left and right. Okay, so the right hand side is the leading edge. So you want the right hand side at the front. If you're in doubt, look at the other stitches. And you can see here that the right hand side of the stitch is the one that's at the front. So try and get it on the right way round. If you twist it, i.e. you put it on back to front, it will knit okay, but you probably would see it in your knitting. But anyway, this is all right, and you can carry on knitting like this, and there you go. Can't tell.
You'd never know.
You'd never know. It's all completely hidden. And so yes, if you were on the purl side of your work when you dropped it, like this side, and you dropped your stitch down, that's okay. What I would do is I'd turn my knitting round and pick it up from the knit side, from the stocking stitch side, put it back on the needle, and then you turn it back and continue purling. If that makes sense.
It does.
Lovely. So there we are.
Thank you, Nikki.
You're very welcome.